Hey there, Adam Savage here, and welcome to Tested VR. You are inside my cave, my sanctum, where I make all the props and costumes and objects that I can't not make, like this one here. And in this series, you're going to get to experience a build from me in this space, but we will also be taking you inside the workshops and makers on costumes and objects that I can't not make, like this one here. And in this series, you're going to get to experience a build from me in this space, but we will also be taking you inside the workshops and maker spaces of incredible makers and designers from all across the country. From costumers to creature makers, from puppet masters to chainsaw sculptures, you're going to get a unique view into their working process, their design aesthetic, and the spaces in which they work. So pick up a notebook, have a look around, and enjoy. Welcome to another aspect of my shop. Usually if you're watching a tested video and I am here, I'm using my table saw, which sits right behind me. Behind that is my material storage, all the rubber, wood, metal, and plastic that I might need on any given day. And above that, all of that is uncompleted projects. Things I haven't started, things I started and abandoned. Some of them have been there for years, but I like it all staring at me. So I built those racks specifically to put my uncompleted projects front and center. But what I wanted to talk about was this ladder rack of hand tools. This was a sort of a key part of my education and how I wanted my shop set up. So normally I would have all these tools like most people do in a toolbox, and I did. I had all of these tools on this rack in a 6-foot tall stack of Kennedy boxes, which are sort of the they're like a tool collector's toolbox. The Kennedy boxes are beautiful. They have a crackle finish. They're well made. And I was very proud to have 6 feet of them. But at a certain point, I realized I'm still looking through all these drawers for the right pair of pliers. And I need them so frequently, I can't keep them in these drawers. And I realized that I have this fundamental aversion to drawers. I think that's where things go to die. So I got rid of those drawers. I got rid of that Kennedy stack. I gave it to my shop assistant at the time. And I built this ladder rack to house all of them in a single plane. What I mean is, every tool on this rack can be obtained without moving any of the other tools out of the way. This is what I do for the most mission critical of my tools in this space, and I call it first order retrievability. In addition to it exemplifying a design philosophy, it also houses some of my favorite tools. This is a surgical stapler that I use as a pair of pliers for getting inside something, grabbing it and pulling it all the way back out. Again, it no longer dispenses staples, but the titanium pliers out at its end are incredibly strong, and I can grab my fingernail so much I can't even, ow, ooh, I'm gonna have to snip that later. This was actually given to me by the wife of Neil Rodas Jamero, an amazing designer who worked on a million movies, including Return of the Jedi. I worked for Neil on Home Alone 3, and his wife was a nurse in a surgical theater, and she brought me some wonderful tools from her job. I also have this, an awl. If you don't have an awl in your collection, you really should. It's basically a spike with a handle on it. I have several different kinds of awls, but this one is special because this was owned by my grandfather. This is one of the 2 or 3 tools I have in this shop that I got from my grandfather's shop when he passed away. And I use this almost weekly, and I never don't think of my grandfather when I do. Yeah, I think that I've covered most of the highlights here. Seriously, this rack came about because I was watching myself, because I was watching my usage patterns, and I was paying attention to the efficiencies that I had and the efficiencies that I desired while working. And what I came up with, once I realized what I wanted out of this space, this grew out of that. And I'm pleased at the story of evolution that it tells and what I continue to learn from it. Thanks for coming to this part of the shop. Hey guys, welcome to a lesser known area of my cave. This is my mold making area. I've got a slop sink behind me and a dirty table, a table I can get as dirty as I want. And this is where I often deal with casting and mold making in the shop. So what do I use casting and mold making for? Well, in the Haywood Floyd lunchbox, for example, that I made from 2001: A Space Odyssey, it had a couple of latches on it that I looked for months and realized I couldn't find, so I'd have to make them from scratch. And so
Tonight, I want to get one. I'm a motivational speaker against alcohol. So I keep fighting here.
I'd ask you to leave, but I seriously have to pay.
I'm just going tactical. Oh, look, the guy who's at the bump. Oh, what the? All the women want to be with me, and all the men want to be like me. Crazy bastards. We should all do it. Wait, I wasn't ready! Unlike you, I'm in touch with I want to take your hands are sweaty.
Now you'll see what happens when the drink was hanging out in hell. Ow! Cut your
I've been court-ordered to only use Uber. You couldn't handle 7 shots in a row. I guess it's going to be another night where I go home. Son of a!
Name one time anything was ever wrong.
You. Oh!
You want to? You're giving my bar a bad. Oh boy! Down! Hey, this guy thinks he can play me. I can't stand it.
Go! You're a man! Oh look! The guy who's at the bar. Fine himself. Oh wait! Take me first! I'm first in my third marriage!
Well, my friend's got my back.
I have no problem
Right,
screaming
guys?
at my mother because you want to see what how are you this
I
strong?
wonder if I can get workman's comp over there.
I said slap him! You can't judge me for being a drunk when it's part of my job. Oh God! This bar is the Rumple Man. Do you even have a nickname? This is why you should drink. You just popped my calf implant.
You want to take this outside? Oh, it doesn't matter. People fighting here all the time. Where's my damn bouncer?
You guys, my magic crystal's working!
Ah! You didn't anger me.
Enough! How about some sass to kick your ass?
Get away from this! I always promise myself I won't get
Why
winded
do
up
people
tonight.
like
Oh,
you keep coming?
It's going to be another night.
I said you're... Ah!
My wife.
I'm not that drunk, I swear.
They call me Brandy Randy. Take a guess why.
I just got another follower on Insta.
Ultima, 1969. I was
I have this tramp stamp of a tiger. It's so mystical.
I formed a biker gang where it's single dads with felonies. Want to join? I'm not ready for this! Back off, man. There's a reason. Look at Whoa! I opened!
God, my two kids are born losers.
Oh, if it's not in my workshop, it's on sale here.
They have leftover turkeys on sale? I wonder why.
Oh, Santa will be out again. And
Y'all price match, right?
Don't make me call my honey chick. What is the crime to take these edge off every once in a while?
Don't detonate me.
Hey, you see my kids? Just tell them I left the store and that they can figure out how to get home on their own.
I summoned the power of Oakland.
personally, if you get your brain injured playing football, you should just grow up.
You're in the doghouse.
Oh, you think wrestling's fake?
Kids for Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to. Maybe I'm a little too hard. I think I prefer if wrestling was fake now.
Marshall, delete that video. I think I took the first swing.
Just so you know, I'm an up.
Oh, if it's not in my workshop, it's on sale here. Your kid love this morning, then stay on my good side.
God, I hope this isn't a yearly occurrence.
I summon the power of Okami! Here comes...
Hey, buddy, keep it at arm's length, okay?
Since when is it a crime to take the edge off every once in a while? I just got a new mommy from an adoption center in Second Life.
I have been the first one here for Black Friday. I mean, I can eat my sweet potatoes in time.
I, for some,
Get out of my way. I'm trying. I'm sorry, but my kids never.
Santa will be here all weekend, and he loves a big tip.
A pack of grizzly bears is crazy recipe. Neither can you.
Desmond, go get Mama that 4K TV. I never heard of it, but it's on sale for $100.
Ah, I hope this isn't a
Y'all price match, right?
How's middle school football going? Yeah, you're almost killed. Santa's got bills to pay just like you, which is why he's home.
My ex-wife's got the kids.
If you and your kid will love you on Christmas morning, then stay on my good side.
Unless you got something.
Don't go make it.
concussion.
Marshall,